Hey man, Lamont Roach funny, bro. Lamont Roach funny as hell, man. He thanking GERVONTA Tank Davis for making it right with him for fighting Jake Paul and making sure he has an opportunity to fight Pitbull Cruz without thanking Gervonta Davis for making it right for him, as he insisted he's dropping his arbitration, his lawsuit for Tank Davis fighting Jake Paul. We gotta talk about that in this video because this is hilarious. And I posted it on my community page. Today's theme will seem to be about exposing just how little understanding these boxers have for the business of boxing, and they need to do more research, take more control of their business, and understand what the hell is going on, because this shit is funny and it's sad at the same time. But let's talk about it. Smash the like, sub to the channel, share the video. I'm live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. I'm also live Sunday mornings with the Singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network, Sunday mornings 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So, Lamont Roach says this. He says, I think you're playing with the sport, and I think that's a little weird. No, we aren't going to go to arbitration because I'm very well taken care of. I want to say thank you to Al Haymon, PBC, and everyone who made things right on Tank Davis's behalf. Even though he messed up on his behalf, they made things right on my end. This is one of the dumbest things I've heard anybody say in the sport of boxing. And I'm going to tell you why it's dumb. I'm going to explain to you why it's dumb. It's dumb because first you have to understand, if you Lamont Roach, the people that told Tank Davis to fight Jake Paul before fighting you in the rematch and told him not to jeopardize the bag with Jake Paul, the people that advised him to say, nah, bro, fight Jake Paul first, get the bag with Jake Paul, Lamont Roach ass is going to always be there. That's Al Haymon and PBC. You thanking them when they the ones that told him to fight Jake Paul in the first place. Al Haymon is his manager, his advisor. He manages Tank Davis' career at the high level. I know Tank Davis got a manager 6 footers like his manager, but the person that's running his career for all intents and purposes is Al Haymon. He told him to fight Jake Paul. Tank Davis was pressing to fight you first. And that's why in his press conference he said, you know, I guess it could be a good thing me fighting Jake Paul. Because that's not what he wanted to fucking do. He wanted to get his get back with your ass. And they had made it happen for him, but he got arrested. And so that pushed y'all fight back, pushed y'all fight too far back to where you was going to cut into them being able to promote the Jake Paul and Tank Davis fight. So they said, Tank, you need to take the Jake Paul fight. It's a way bigger fight. It's worth way more money. It'll make you a way bigger star. And you don't worry about Lamont Roach. He ain't going nowhere. We'll feed him somebody, make his ass happy, take care of him, blah, 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 what the fuck ever. And then you can always come back and fight Lamont Roach in a rematch if you want to after you get done with Jake Paul. His ass ain't going nowhere. That's how that conversation went, bro. Anybody that tell you anything else don't know what the hell they talking about. It's common sense. So to thank Al Haymon and thank PBC and saying they made it right for you, they the reason that you didn't get the Tank fight in the first place. They the reason that you didn't get the rematch in October in the first place. Because it was set for August 16th, but it had to get pushed back because he had his legal issues. And then you came along and they was like, yo, October you can fight him, but shit, you can get this Jake Paul fight for way more money in November. So Lamont Roach clearly doesn't have an understanding of what the hell happened and what transpired in order for him to be in a position to be thanking Al Haymon and thanking the PBC when Al Haymon and the PBC is the one that blocked you from the opportunity. And while you thanking them, I need Lamont Roach to understand something, bro. You are a pro box TV fighter. Read the room, Lamont. Read the writing on the wall, Lamont. You are a pro box TV fighter. You are someone who, in my opinion, gave Tank Davis his toughest fight. Now, I do believe wholeheartedly a lot of that had to do with him and his approach to the fight, both mentally and from a game planning perspective. However, you get credit for giving him a tough fight. Pitbull Cruz gave him a pretty good fight, but Tank Davis had one hand for much of that fight. And he still was able to outbox and outmaneuver Pitbull Cruz. And Pitbull Cruz is a Manny Pacquiao promotions fighter. Premier Boxing Champions has a much better relationship with Manny Pacquiao and a much more long-standing relationship with Manny Pacquiao and a much more lucrative relationship with Manny Pacquiao than they have with you and than they have with Gary Jonas. I'm saying all that to say, read the room as in the fight is in San Antonio, Texas for a reason. You're moving up to 140 to Pitbull's weight class for a reason, because newsflash, Lamont Roach, the rematch that Premier Boxing Champions wants to make for Tank Davis is Pitbull Cruz. They've been building that rematch with Tank and Pitbull for years now, ever since they first fought in 2021, putting them on Tank's card, giving them common opponents with Tank, putting them in position to be a champion. Because in the sport of boxing, the most lucrative fights that we have are black American fighters taking on Mexican fighters. And you don't really have fans, bro. You have fighters that are fans that are a fan of yours because you fought a close fight with Tank, because you went the distance with Tank, bro. You don't have real fans. That's why when you look up in San Antonio, Texas, it's going to be filled with Tejanos and Mexicans. And they're going to all be rooting against your ass. PBC ain't trying to do you a favor. They trying to make your ass go away. They trying to use your ass as a stepping stone to make Tank Davis versus Pitbull Cruz. They trying to get 2 bags off of Manny. I believe they trying to make Tank versus Manny in January or February of next year, depending on how this Jake Paul fight go. And then I believe they looking for a Pitbull Cruz rematch to get that black and that Mexican fan base together so they can make a big-ass lucrative fight, because you don't bring nothing to the table that Tank Davis ain't already got. He already got the black American fan base locked up. What the hell they need you for? So before you go to thanking Al Heyman and the PBC, Lamont, understand this. They made it right on Tank Davis' behalf is what you say, but they are the ones who on his behalf said, fuck that Lamont Roach fight. You can get 10, 15, 20 million fighting Lamont Roach if the pay-per-views do well. That's good. Or you can go get this guaranteed 40, 50, 60, whatever the fuck it is. Some people saying it's 100 M's. We just know it's more than what he get to fight Lamont Roach. And it is guaranteed Netflix money. And they advised him to go do that shit. Said, look, man, that nigga can't sue. The paperwork ain't right. Don't even worry about that shit. He can't sue shit. We'll get him a fight. Gary Jones will tell him to back the fuck out. We'll get him a fight. You just go do your thing. And he'll be right there when you get done if you want to come back to him when you get done. In the meantime, they are like, yo, shit, we trying to make the biggest and most lucrative fight. So, we're going to give you Pitbull. We know Pitbull going to be aggressive. We know you like to stand and fight there, too. You like to catch and shoot and counter. You ain't really all that great off your back foot. You ain't no Shakur Stevenson or no shit off no back foot. So you going to try to stand there, catch and shoot, get your respect or whatever, and that's going to play in the Pitbull's hands. We're going to put the fight in motherfucking San Antonio, Texas, where all the Mexicans going to be behind him. And the Texas judges, I don't know if y'all know anything about Texas judges, go look at the fights. They love pressure fighters because Texas is very close to Mexico. And a lot of the judges that judge fights in Mexico also judge fights in South Texas. And so they love that Mexican style of fighting. They are setting your ass up, hoping that you lose, just so you understand something, bro. Just so you understand what the hell is going on here, Lamont. Okay? So with that being said, brother, don't be so quick to thank Al Heyman. Don't be so quick to thank PBC. Because the same people you thinking are the people that told Tank Davis, nigga, go fight Jake Paul and come back to Lamont Roach. And they the same people that's setting your ass up for a difficult task of defeating Pitbull Cruz. Yeah, that's them. Just so you know. So, but keep thanking them. Boy, you sound crazy. Smash a like, sub to the channel, share the video. And you think, and as I started off the video, in the title of the video, you, by thanking them, you really thanking Tank Davis, and you don't know you thanking Tank Davis because they work on his behalf. They work on behalf of his best interest. Yeah, they work on behalf of his best interest, bro. So they're working on behalf of trying to make him the biggest star and get the most money possible. And so doing that is keeping the lawyers out of his pocket, because he just had a case with his BM, and making sure that he get the most money coming into his pocket. So, hey, we going to tell you to take the Jake Paul fight, because that's going to put the most money in your pocket. And we're going to make the person that's trying to take you to arbitration, trying to sue you, we gonna make him fall back on that shit, cause we just gonna give him a fight to shut him the fuck up. Oh my God, Lamont. Wake up, bro. Read the room. See what the hell going on. Prepare yourself properly. Stop focusing on Tank. Stop worrying about Tank. You got Pitbull problems, bro. Smash the likes up to the channel. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.